Are you ready for some high school football with John Huddleston and Gary Harris? Covering all your local high school football highlights and scores. And now, Football Friday on WVUA.
Hello again, everybody. John Huddleston will join me later on in the program. Another edition of WVUA's Football Friday is on tap, and my, oh my, is the season flying by or what? Tonight marked week 7 of the high school football season. Only 3 more weeks, and then we're into the playoffs. Now, we've got highlights from 13 big West Alabama games on the way this evening, beginning with the Hillcrest Patriots looking to move to 7-0 on the season, hosting the Minor Tigers. Our John Huddleston and Sarah Chovnik on hand for this one. And I tell you something, to get to 7-0 in Class 6A Region 5 would be quite an accomplishment. Hillcrest, though, making mistakes. That's unlike them. Wingo can't get the handoff to Jabir Stevens. Joel Jones picks it up, takes it the other way for the touchdown. 7-0 Tigers on top. Hillcrest offense trying to make amends. Luke Wingo to Braden Moss. First down for the Patriots. Same possession. Wingo to Jabir Stevens, and Stevens takes off, gets the first down and more. A few plays later, 3rd and 3 for Hillcrest. It's Wingo again, this time heading off to Stevens, and he finds a seam. Gone. 40 yards, touchdown. We're tied at 7. Alabama fans will notice this next name. Christian Jones is committed to the Tide, and this is one of the reasons why. Watch him make people miss, picking up a first down. It was 14-7 Minor at this point, and as we go to the scoreboard, hey, Coach is liking what he saw. Coach Weingarten sees his team come from behind and steamroll the Tigers 35-14. They're 7-0. They are cruising and having one of the best seasons in school history. Not bad for a first-year head coach. Let's go over to Holt, the Ironmen hosting Livingston. Our Sam White and Brandy King catching this game. We're going to pick it up. Livingston in charge all the way in this one. Quarterback scrambling out, getting a first down. Then on the next play, another big run for a 1st and goal. This is the way it went all night. And then a touchdown for the Cougars. Tough night for Holt as we check out the final. Livingston wins it big. 50-7 was the final score in that ball game. Okay, Holy Spirit at home tonight against a fine Ottagaville team. Of course, Holy Spirit lost one of their best players, Ryan Harris, to a broken foot last week, and they were a little outmanned tonight. We're going to pick it up. Ottagaville already on top 7-0. Quarterback London Maynard with the keeper. That makes it 14-0 for the visitors. Maynard used his feet. Next possession, he's going to use his arm. Little crossing route there. A few broken tackles later, it's another touchdown, 21-0. Now, Ottagaville did something unusual, I can tell you, because I was at this game. They kept onside kicking, and they kept getting the ball. They get it back again. Maynard to Bud Willis. He takes it all the way down inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. That led to another touchdown and a 2-point conversion. It was 29-0 at that point, and Ottagaville goes on to roll tonight over the Titans. 64-7, the final score. All right, on Thursday night, Northside played host to Montevallo in a region game, and this was a great football game. Our Stephen Ray made the trek up to Northside last night. We pick it up 2nd quarter, Northside up 3-0, but R.J. Scaife gets in from 2 yards out. Montevallo goes on top 7-3. Later in the 2nd quarter, Northside's Rokeland Sibley, who had a monster game, is going to rip off this 60-yard run down the left sideline all the way down to the 10, just inside the 10. 1st and goal for the Rams. 2 plays later, Sibley takes it again, cuts it back, finds pay dirt. Extra point no good, but the Rams up 9-7. Now, final minute of the first half. Hunter Mims scrambling, buying time. This is a nice job here. Stepping up and hitting Sibley, who scores again from 21 yards out, 15-7. Now the second half would go back and forth. We're in the final minute and a half. Northside down, but not for long. Mims to Zarian Grant, 58 yards later. It's a touchdown. 2-point conversion was good, and Northside comes back to win it 37-31. What a ball game on Thursday night. Well, coming up on Football Friday, Hale County played host to Aliceville in a big Class 3A Region 4 game. But up next, the Sipsey Valley Bears, still looking for their first win, travel to the high school football hotbed of Gordo to face the powerful Green Wave. Highlights are on the way when Football Friday returns here on WVUA. And welcome back to Football Friday, everybody. You know, Sipsey Valley knew this was going to be a tough year. Brand new school, first year obviously for a football team. Head coach Lance Tucker taking some licks. They came in tonight winless on the season and not a good spot to try to pick up your first win at 5-1 Gordo. But nonetheless, they made the trip up to the Green Wave country, and so did our Todd Hoyer and Darren Foote. And we're going to pick up the action in the third quarter with Gordo on top. And Sipsey Valley, I should say, trying to get something going, but it's picked off there. Landon Davis picked off by Tristan Hall on the deflection. Gordo eventually would turn it over on downs, but later in the fourth quarter, they are going to go ahead and just salt this one away. Sitting on a big lead, the Green Wave is. That's a 1st and 10 at the Bears 20. Very next play, Jamarcus Martin gets it down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal for the Green Wave, and one play later, Alanda Smith going to get it into the end zone. Gordo playing a lot of their backups at this point, but they win it easily tonight. 55, or actually it should be, well, it says 56-0. I've got 55-6. Gordo wins. We know that. Gordo wins big over Sipsey Valley tonight. We'll double-check that score for you. All right, Brookwood at home tonight against Selma. Our Stephen Ray on hand for this one. And started out fine. We're going to have a little video issue here in just a moment. The camera kind of got a little dark on us, but we think you'll be able to see the highlights. First quarter, zip. Selma's Keenan Woods, though, will change that. 10 yards right up the middle for a touchdown. Again, we apologize for the dark video, but you see the Selma team getting the lead. Second quarter, though, Brookwood comes back. Keelan Lewis pounding his way inside the 5-yard line. Setting up the Panthers, and on the next play, Blake Heron is going to be cool and collected. Watch him just sidestep the blitzer right there, buy some time. Nice move to Daniel Hughes. Brookwood went for 2 and made it. That put up the Panthers 8-7. And as we check out the final, Brookwood goes on to get the home win tonight. 22-14 was the score. Tuscaloosa Christian hosting Victory Christian in 8-man football. John Finley covering this one for us. First quarter, as Tuscaloosa Christian comes busting through the sign over there in Cottondale. First quarter, Dallas Kahn looking and finding Corey Faulkner. That's a touchdown. 6-zip. PAT was no good. 14-0 now. Tuscaloosa Christian on top. And Mason McCullough finds pay dirt from 7 yards out. That made it 21-0. But the Warriors weren't through. Second quarter, Dax Lott caps off a drive with a 3-yard scamper.
Dax Lott.
28-0 Warriors at this point, and Tuscaloosa Christian goes on to roll tonight, 41-12 over Victory, the final score. Us also in 8-man football, North River at home at Sokol Park hosting Tabernacle. First quarter, Tabernacle in the visiting white jerseys. Going to start the game off in the recommended fashion as they just get a long run right there from Frederick Goodgov. That's a touchdown. That made it 8-0 after a 2-point conversion. But look at Zach Dunn. That's a terrific run for the Chargers. Dunn gets it into the end zone. They also made a 2-point conversion, 8-8. Now, Tabernacle ball, and watch this play coming up. This is going to be a strange play. Tabernacle runs just a basic dive play into the line. No whistle, though, and Trayvon is going to come out of there with it for the Chargers. And Trayvon knows what to do with it. He's going to take it to the house the other way Touchdown, 16-8 at this point. North River goes on to win tonight in a wild one. How 76-52. You like those numbers or what? Not basketball, that's football. The Chargers will take it. Well, we need to burn a time out here on Football Friday, but don't go anywhere because we still got a lot more to come. John Huddleston will join me for our Alabama-South Carolina preview later on. But up next, highlights from 5 more West Alabama high school football games, including Aliceville and Hale County, as Football Friday rolls on. We'll be right back.